Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI. Welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. What a day! All of the readers that I respect, we can all sit there and go, told you so. I must admit, didn't think it was going to be all 34 counts, and the ruling came back a lot quicker than what was expected. However, what I'm really feeling is that there was at least one, maybe two jurors that at the beginning of the case were fence sitting emotionally. I'm not talking about factually here, emotionally about, I don't know about this. And then having to watch 3 weeks of snoring and gaslighting and cursing under breath, etc., change their opinions, which is so, well, that's why I feel the jury came back for further instruction, because there was at least that one juror who possibly glossed over the first week while they were sitting in the jury, and they just needed some clarification. So where does one start today? First of all, we start with entertainment only. Secondly, we go, it's going to be a day of Trip and Wait Tarot. And I think this is my third attempt to get this video started, because I have so many questions, and I think that's why my boys made me have yesterday off, was because there's going to be a bit of a flood of videos today. So I do apologise. Pick and choose. It's going to be a busy day for everybody. What I really want to say first up, popped it on my community page when I read a month or so ago on the Ohio ballot, with Biden not going on the ballot due to the Democrat conference being after the ballot cutoff. The boys were as clear as anything that there would be an online Zoom type conference where they would actually nominate Biden. News came out yesterday. That's exactly what the Democrats are doing. They are holding, I didn't call it a Zoom, but I mean, that was my interpretation of it. Uh, News came out yesterday. Oh, yeah, there's the elusive Sneaks that you don't see. It's real name Cheeky, but everyone just calls her Sneaks. That isn't seen very often. News came out yesterday that yes, the Democrats are going to hold an online conference prior to the Ohio cutoff date to basically circumvent any issues there. Okay, so what I'm going to have a look at, well, Trump's out there declaring, let's call him by his real name, convicted felon Trump. Oh, it amuses me that you can't vote, but you can run for president. He's convicted. The sentencing is the 11th of July. RNC conference is the 15th. That's going to be an interesting conference. Trump's coming out claiming he doesn't know what he's been charged for. Well, perhaps he better talk to his lawyer and actually find out, because that's between Trump and his lawyer. And then, of course, you've got the Fox commentators carrying on about, oh, it's not clear what he's been charged for. Well, try reading the paperwork, guys. It's all there. So, and what's he been charged for? Falsifying business records and election interference. It's not a hush money case. It's not a porn star affair case. It's falsifying business records and election interference. And as I split the deck, we've got wounded and retreat, and walking away, abuse of power, self-sabotage. I mean, nobody did this to him. He did it to himself. I've said again and again, if he didn't try and write this payment off to help to claim tax on it, there would be no case. So it would never have come to light. Okay, but I just want to have a look. How is Trump actually feeling? Not good. Bruised and battered, with his back up against the wall, desperately clinging to his one message that he has. But we've then got the death card. It doesn't mean death. I don't see him passing in the near future, but I keep getting that he's going to have a vascular event that's going to trap him in his own body in some way. Just downfall of the king. Downfall of the king. So how's Trump feeling in regards to this? Things I want to have a look at: gag order, the GOP, the sentence, protesters, all sorts. So I do apologise that there are going to be a number of videos today, and I may finish up with the video of the levelling up. Okay, but let's have a look. Trump, what's he feeling? How is Trump feeling? What is he feeling? Come on down, let's have a look. 5 minutes of waffling and shuffling. Well, here he is, Trump himself, front and centre, signifier card, Donald Trump. The old my way or the highway. This is the here and now, and this is the going forward, front and centre. Uh, Sitting determinedly on his, well, I'm going to say his stone throne. You've got here the four rams. Aries, I don't know astrology particularly well, but having grown up on a sheep farm, rams with horns can be stand their ground, stamp their foot, and they can charge you and throw you off your feet if you're not careful. So this is him just. How's he feeling? He's sitting there going, okay, thank you. Getting this is BS in the full words. I'm feeling a ranting about this is absolute BS. This is BS. F them, BS, whatever. Okay, yeah. His stubbornness, but the challenge is the Knight of Swords. Uh, First of all, the fact that the conviction came back really quickly. I did see the trial itself would take 3 weeks, which it did. I'm not talking about the pre-trial stuff and the post. I'm talking about the witness period was 3 weeks, but I thought the conviction would at least take another day. But yeah, it came forward. The harsh truth has come for him really quickly. Foundation. He has been seen and heard for who he really is. He's putting himself out there. Oh, that's what I want to read on too. He's going to do a press conference tomorrow. He's put himself right out there front and centre. But if you have a look at at those in the crowd, yeah, they're holding the wands. They're sort of holding the message, but they're not holding them convincingly. They're sort of turning away and looking away or just looking unhappy at what they are seeing. Okay, in the past we have can be my Biden card, but I'm just going to call it Judge Michonne. Judge Michonne bringing a balanced, stable, logical, emotionally mature trial to a completion. Took a lot of energy from him. His next trial is Bannon. Oh, goodness me. I don't think it's going to go well for Bannon either. But yeah, in the past, Judge Michonne steering this trial. Okay, crowning this reading, again, another Trump card. The energy over this, Trump as he sees himself as the businessman. That's the energy over this at the moment. King of Pentacles. Again, similar energy to the Emperor, my way or the highway. Okay, there is a decision that needs to be made in the immediate future. How's Trump feeling? There's a important decision to be made here. And I don't think it's about whether he's going to appeal or not. That's a given. I think this is more about a decision about does he stay in the US or does he go, is what I'm really feeling. I do feel that he has reached the stage of I'm out of here, but I don't think he's ever able to make it. I can still see clear as day him in a cell of some sort. It looks like on the cop shows you see the police cells or something. It's not like an actual prison cell. It's just sort of bars with a couple of benches and a paper bag being handed through the bars. And to me, I'm not sure whether that's McDonald's or Macca's as we call it in Australia, but that vision, it's still really powerful there. So yeah, he's at a crossroads moment. Which way does he go forward? Externally for Trump, trying to maintain a display of strength, but internally it is bun fight, B-U-N, fight, chaos. Absolute. Internally, he is just, he doesn't know which way to go. He doesn't know who to lash out at. He's in this circling conflict within himself, trying to display strength externally. Hopes and fears, the magician, manipulation, the shapeshifter, trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat, basically, that's his hope. But the outcome is you cannot outrun karma. Cannot outrun karma. We've then got the Queen of Wands, bringing forward a new message. Could be E. Jean. I do want to have a look which the next case is, and I suspect it'll be E. Jean fairly quickly, but I do see Florida Documents case being the next major one. But Queen of Wands here, again, feminine energy bringing for him again another message, and it's just going to be too much for him. And here we've got the prosecution. It's my Jack Smith card. Who have I got here? Is this Aileen Cannon? Oh, I might have a look at that because this is my Jack Smith card, and then I've got the stealing, and then it's oligarchical money, legacies, an offer being made that he does not like, or an offer that Aileen Cannon cannot refuse, and then we've got the voter, the past being revealed, and the sword of truth. Okay. Might ask this question slightly different because I was asking how Trump's feeling, and I think these two are quite significant. But I just feel, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. What I'm getting, this is part of what was going to tell you about this leveling up. I'm really, really getting a lot of visions lately, and hearing the voice, and a simple knowing. Rather than cards themselves, but let's have a look. Is this changing? Okay, so is Trump in denial? Tower, downfall. Yeah, this is not good for him. What I want to ask is Trump internally in denial, which is why we're getting that external show of stress. Is Trump internally in denial? What's Trump experiencing within his own mind? What is Trump experiencing in his own mind? We've got to F this. This is BS. Okay. It's almost like a denial. It's like a shutting down denial. Let's have a look. Well, here's the justice. The ruling came forward. Justice has been upheld. We've got end of an emotional cycle. It's my card for the voters. So the voters have seen. And then the Queen of Cups, keeping a lid on his emotions. Keeping a tight lid on his emotions. Okay. Another 10. I mean, this is end of cycle stuff for him. The chaotic burden of the message that he's trying to carry forward. And the Queen of Pentacles. Practicality, nurturing, healing, protection, stability, security, It's also my documents case. And then the King of Cups, Biden. I'm getting he's going within. He's already lashed out that it's all Biden's fault. I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to be Biden's fault. It's all Biden's fault. It's a political witch hunt. Yeah, seeing as it was jury appointed by his lawyers as well as the prosecution lawyers, and it was unanimous. On the base, we've got new messaging as he's got his back up against the wall and he's clinging on to this one message. Okay. He's clinging on to this one message. Oh, yeah, here he is. Clinging on to his one message. Well, I suppose that takes me to my next question. He has stated that there is going to be a press conference tomorrow at 11 a.m. Atrium of Trump Tower. It'll be full of press. It looks like it's packed with press. Okay, thank you. Okay. Right. The reason they're holding the press conference tomorrow at 11 is to try and get Trump supporter protesters there. Instead of holding it today, this evening, or whatever, it's to give time for protesters to get there. Okay. I don't know that they're going to turn up though, except for the usual paid out-of-state mob. He turned up to his Bronx rally. Show me the intention behind tomorrow's press conference. Show me the intention behind tomorrow's press conference. Okay. What I'm seeing is the atrium full of photographers and journalists and all the rest of it. The usual. Oh, goodness me, I wish the press would give him no coverage, but anyhow, the usual. That he's going to be there lauding it all. But I'm looking outside. I'm seeing the barriers up. And if I say there's a few hundred people, that's what I'm seeing. A few hundred. So don't go down there, please. Don't go down there. I'm seeing a few hundred. It's almost like the okay, I won't say the police outnumber the protesters because they don't, but there'll be quite a strong police presence, but I just don't feel that they're just not going to turn up. Okay, show me the media conference. Yeah, it's just going to be an attempt to grift. It's just going to be a grifting episode for him. Challenged by Queen of Wands. Challenged by the message. Basically, they're just the powerful message that's being brought forward about peace and calm. So I'm really getting he's hoping a big crowd will turn up, but what'll turn up will be basically peanuts. Okay. Oh, he's okay. He's wanting his protesters to storm the court a la Capitol, is what he's wanting. Oh, it's just a petty little vengeful thing, but I'm just really getting that the message of peace and calm and not even stay away, but just of it. I just don't get that there's going to be any riot or anything. Yeah, the wheel is turned for him. He's no longer on top. In the past is the manipulation shapeshifter, but he's in the past. This allure that he had this appeal, this rabbit out of the hat magician ability that he had. It's in the past. His ability to manifest is in the past. Crowning the reading is so I'm asking about the purpose behind the press conference. The Two of Pentacles. He's trying to create more than what there is. It's financial, but also okay, thank you. I'm drawn to the ships in the background. The attempt is he's trying to manipulate disruption and chaos. Okay. Mercenaries, there will be mercenaries there. I'm going to tell you there are people from other areas that have been paid to be there. So just don't go down there. Leave it to the law enforcement. So the immediate future is the mercenaries. Externally, skilled work happening to counteract the mercenaries. I'll say this is the police. And internally for Trump, it's going to be a tower moment. He's going to come to a realization that he does not have the support. Hopes and fears the voters. He fears the voters. He hopes for the voters. So let's see where this goes. Yeah, the message that he is trying to drag along this path is just not cutting it anymore. It's at an end. It's too chaotic. It's disorganized. It's just not cutting it anymore. But he's not listening. He's still there in his gilded cage thinking that he knows best, but he's not listening. Do not be surprised, Page of Swords, that if he comes out with an immature swinging, I mean, that's a given. You don't need to be psychic to realise that. An immature swinging of his sword, which will take me to the next the next reading about the gag orders. But don't be surprised if he's not listening to public opinion, going to come out swinging. He's going to emotionally, I'm just going to say carry on. But he's going to have to defend himself. He's going to be on the back foot having to defend himself. Okay. I think I'm just going to be absolutely fed up with this guy by the end of today. Okay, that's the first off the cab rank. Let's see where we go. Okay, catch you shortly. Bye-bye.